So I'm going to read to you a part from my 2019 screenplay. I'm talking to Dr. Natural. My mom and stepdad have been away on vacation. She says I ruined her vacation. Dr. Natural asks me, how did you ruin your parents' vacation? I called her up and said how I slapped my father. Listening intently, Dr. Natural asks, tell me more. I said my dad can be a real asshole. He intimidated me throughout my childhood. He says hurtful things, but he has never gotten physical with me. Dr. Natural says that's probably the reason you're so anxious and susceptible to bullies. Though getting bullied is neither of your fault. I said, I just started drinking again. I'm on a mega regimen of psychiatric medication and it's not good for my mental health. I was out with the swell boys and I wanted to have a good time. So the montage begins. Foggy says, guys, we gotta drink, guys. I say, I'm on a ton of psychiatric medications. I can't. Soul says, yo bro, the hockey game is on. You gotta pound some beers. I say, alright bro, I have like 1 or 2 hard seltzers, and the montage ends. Talking to Dr. Natural, the next day I was very tired, hungover, and got little sleep. I saw my dad. We walked to the beach, get lunch, we watched TV, and he was being an asshole. Poppy was talking about Forrest Gump and running. He said how Forrest Gump just stopped one day, and I used to run 14 to 16 miles a day. I would walk as well. Then I just stopped, like Forrest. He was mocking Forrest for being dumb. I think it wasn't just predicate logic. I think Poppy was calling me stupid. I think he was calling me Forrest Gump. Then we were in the car and Poppy was saying, I can't believe these bugs. He kept bugs in a container for some reason, and some of them were still alive. I thought he was saying how he can't believe I'm still alive from all that running. Again, I don't think this is predicate logic. I think he's really saying he can't believe I'm still alive. Then Poppy was talking about how he's like the Joker from Batman. Then I began to get delusional. I asked Poppy to make a video with me. He didn't want to. I started getting hostile towards Poppy. Ultimately, I slapped him across the face and Poppy goes, oh my God, you slapped me! He took his Chinese food and left. I realized this is bad, really bad. Dr. Natural says it is. You can't be getting physical with someone. I say, I told the psychopharmacologist that I'd like to avoid a hospitalization or medication increase if that's possible, but this kind of behavior is no good. I'm fine now, the thoughts have passed. It came over me like a tsunami then passed, but I can't ever let it escalate like that again. I called my mom, I told her how I slapped my father. We were on the phone for hours, she's in the Caribbean. She says I ruined her vacation. When she called my dad, he denied anything happened. He said I didn't even slap him. But I did. My mother and I concluded I can't drink anymore, and I won't. We also concluded that I need to go to a recovery group. No more talk, I need to take action. I'm usually passive and don't assert myself to my father, and stepfather too for that matter. But when I'm pushed too much, I occasionally explode, like this incident. I have this rage that's building for what happened to me. Parents, bullies, no friends, sexual frustration, wasted time, mental illness. It's not any one specific person's fault, just a series of unfortunate events. But I'm really angry and I need someone to relax me and quell the rage. Maybe a friend, maybe a woman, a wife, maybe anger management, definitely a recovery group. Later that evening, I call Poppy over the phone. I'm sorry, Dad, and my dad forgives me. Poppy says, you need to be careful, Andrew, because you could wind up in jail, the hospital, or worse. I say to Poppy, what's worse than jail or the hospital? Poppy says, you could get beaten up or injured if you pick on the wrong person.